Life gets hard sometimes, and no one can escape that. There are days when your mind feels heavy, your heart feels tired, and everything around you starts to feel out of control. You wake up with stress, you sleep with anxiety, and somewhere in between, you slowly lose your peace. Most people try to look strong on the outside, but deep inside, they are fighting silent battles. They overthink every situation. They worry about the future. They replay painful memories in their head, again and again. And after some time, their own mind becomes their biggest enemy. But Buddhism teaches something powerful. It teaches that true strength is not about muscles, money, or power. True strength is the ability to stay calm when life becomes difficult. True strength is controlling your mind instead of letting your mind control you. Buddha believed that a peaceful mind is the greatest weapon a person can have. Because when your mind is strong, nothing outside of you can truly break you. Today we are going to talk about 3 powerful Buddhist teachings that can help you become mentally strong and find peace in a chaotic world. These lessons are simple, but if you truly understand them, they can completely change the way you handle stress, pain, fear, and difficult people. The first teaching is, stop letting your thoughts control your life. Most people think every thought in their mind is true, and that is the reason they suffer so much. A single negative thought can destroy their entire day. Someone ignores them, and they immediately think nobody cares about me. Someone criticizes them, and they start believing they are worthless. They fail once, and suddenly they feel like a complete failure. But Buddha taught that thoughts are just thoughts. They are not reality. Your mind creates thousands of thoughts every single day. Some are positive, some are negative, some are fearful, some are completely meaningless. If you believe every thought your mind creates, you will never have peace. Think about this for a moment. Have you ever noticed how your mind becomes louder at night? When everything is quiet, suddenly, your brain starts reminding you of every mistake, every fear, every embarrassing moment, every uncertainty about the future. That is how the uncontrolled mind works. It constantly jumps from one fear to another, and the more attention you give it, the more power it gains over you. Mentally strong people understand something important. They do not react to every thought. They observe their thoughts without becoming trapped by them. They know that just because the mind says something does not mean it is true. A man once came to Buddha full of anger. He insulted Buddha, yelled at him, and tried to provoke him in every possible way. But Buddha remained calm, completely. Calm. After some time, the man became frustrated and asked, "Why are you not angry?" Buddha smiled and said, "If someone gives you a gift and you refuse to accept it, who does the gift belong to?" The man replied, "It belongs to the person who brought it." Then Buddha said exactly, "I do not accept your anger, so it remains with you." That is mental strength. Most people absorb every negative word, every insult, every opinion. They allow other people to control their emotions. But a mentally strong person does not give others that power. They understand that not every opinion deserves a reaction. Not every insult deserves attention. And not every situation deserves emotional energy. The moment you stop reacting emotionally to everything, your mind becomes peaceful and powerful. Right now, many people are mentally exhausted, not because life is impossible, but because they are constantly fighting inside their own heads. They overthink conversations. They imagine worst-case scenarios. They create problems that do not even exist yet. And slowly, their anxiety grows stronger every day. Buddhism teaches that peace begins the moment you learn to sit with your thoughts without becoming a prisoner of them. When fear appears, observe it. When anger appears, observe it. When sadness appears, observe it. Do not run away from your emotions, but also do not let them control your life. Your mind is like the sky. Thoughts are like clouds. Clouds come and go, but the sky remains calm and unchanged. In the same way, your thoughts will come and go, but you don't have to become attached to every single one. The second teaching is, stop running away from pain. This is one of the biggest reasons people stay mentally weak. They spend their entire lives trying to avoid discomfort. They avoid difficult conversations. They avoid failure. They avoid rejection. They avoid loneliness. They want life to always feel comfortable and easy. But Buddha taught that suffering is part of life. Pain is unavoidable. Challenges are unavoidable. Loss is unavoidable. Nobody escapes difficulty. And the more you run away from pain, the weaker your mind becomes. Think about how strong people are created. A diamond becomes strong under pressure. A sword becomes powerful in fire. And human beings become mentally strong through struggle. Every difficult moment in your life is shaping you, even when it does not feel like it. The heartbreaks, the failures, the disappointments, the lonely nights, the moments when nobody understood you. All of these experiences are teaching you strength, patience, and resilience. A student once asked Buddha, "Why do problems hurt me so much?" Buddha took the student to a glass of water and dropped a handful of salt into it. Then he asked the student to drink the water. The student immediately spit it out because the taste was terrible. Then Buddha took the same amount of salt and dropped it into a large lake. He asked the student to drink from the lake. This time the water tasted completely normal. Buddha then said, "Pain in life is like salt. The amount of pain is often the same, but the size of your mind determines how much you suffer. A small mind is destroyed by small problems, but a strong and peaceful mind can handle even great difficulty. That is why mentally strong people do not collapse every time life becomes hard. They understand that pain is temporary. They know that every storm eventually passes. They stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and instead ask, "What is this teaching me?" The truth is, some of the strongest people you admire today were once broken. They cried, they failed, they felt lost. But instead of giving up, they allowed pain to transform them. When life becomes difficult, do not immediately look for escape. Sit with the discomfort, learn from it, grow through it. Because every challenge you survive builds a stronger version of yourself. The third teaching is learn to let go. One of the greatest causes of mental suffering is attachment. People become attached to everything. They become attached to relationships, money, success, validation, expectations, and control. They want life to happen exactly the way they planned. And when reality changes, they suffer. Buddha taught that attachment creates suffering because everything in life changes. Nothing stays forever. People change. Situations change. Emotions change. Even your happiest moments eventually pass. But most people resist change. They hold on to the past. They replay old memories. They keep chasing people who already left. They carry anger for years. They hold guilt inside their hearts. And because of this, their minds never find peace. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack every single day. Eventually, your shoulders would become exhausted. That is exactly what emotional attachment does to the mind. Mentally strong people understand when it is time to let go. They stop forcing things. They stop chasing people who do not value them. They stop trying to control every outcome in life. They learn to accept reality instead of fighting against it. Letting go does not mean you stop caring. It means you stop destroying your peace over things you cannot control. Sometimes, the strongest thing you can do is walk away from what no longer brings peace into your life. Sometimes, strength means accepting that not everyone will understand you. Not everyone will stay. and not every chapter is meant to last forever. Buddhism teaches that peace comes when you stop attaching your happiness to temporary things, because if your happiness depends on people, money, or outside validation, your peace will always be fragile. True inner peace comes from within. It comes from learning to enjoy your own company. It comes from accepting life as it is, instead of constantly wishing it were different. At the end of the day, mental strength is not about pretending to be fearless. It is about staying calm even when fear exists. It is about moving forward even when life becomes painful. It is about protecting your peace in a world full of chaos. So remember these 3 powerful Buddhist teachings. Stop letting your thoughts control you. Stop running away from pain and learn to let go of what you cannot control. If you practice these lessons every day, your mind will slowly become calmer, stronger, and more peaceful. You will stop breaking over small things. You will stop depending on others for happiness. And most importantly, you will finally experience the inner peace that so many people spend their entire lives searching for. If this message touched your heart, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join this journey toward peace, wisdom, and mental strength. Together, we will learn how to live with a calm mind and a powerful soul.